2 right now, so I wanted to give a short video just so you have an idea of what is coming up and what's due over the weekend. So let's just take a quick look at where we are and what's due. So when you click on assignments, you'll be able to see what's coming up and what you need to turn in. Due by the end of the day today is the Defining Tech Writing infographic. Please remember that for that one, you're defining technical writing. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. And then also due today is a justification of the infographic. We're going to be moving on to our next project. This is project number 2. If you go to the modules page next week, we will be on project 2, which involves writing and understanding correspondence for workplace letters, emails, and memos. But before we get to that, let's just take another quick look at Project 1 instructions, because I've graded your audience analysis sheets, and I would say a good third of the class to half of the class is on target for what the assignment is, but there is a large portion of the class that I'm not really sure where you're getting your information or what you are addressing. So you are going to be completing a technical writing in infographic form. This is a definition of technical writing and a justification for your infographic. And when you come down here, it's going to tell you that the infographic, now that you've practiced with other types of definitions, you're supposed to write your own definition. So you're going to do research both online and in the database to figure out what the definition of technical writing is. It talks about it in our textbook. We've been talking about it all through this module. So you need to be able to define what is technical writing, what types of documents are considered technical writing, and more importantly, almost, what type of documents are you going to be required to produce in your own career? So your extended definition infographic asks you to create an extended definition using at least 3 extenders, and those are listed in chapter 10 of your textbook. Present the definition as an infographic that would be distributed to other students in your major or career field. So if you're in nursing, you're going to write about the definition of technical writing for nursing. If you're in IT, it's the technical definition for technical writing in the IT field. You're going to be really specific about your field. This is going to be completed and presented as a PDF so that it can be distributed electronically. Now, in addition to that, you're going to write a memo that justifies the choices you made in both content and design. This justification memo, as I said in an earlier video, is a persuasive argument that is going to show me that you understand what definitions are, how to write extended definitions, how to meet your audience's needs, and just those basic design features for how to present information both visually and in writing. You should explain how specific parts of your definition are appropriate and effective. You should explain the choices you made in graphics and design. You should make a persuasive argument for their effectiveness based on your assigned audience. And you should identify the infographic as an attachment to the memo. So this is in memo form. It should use the memo format. When you come up to our course assignments, there is an entire section on sample documents here that you can go to. It gives you a memo format, best practices, shows you how to lay out a memo. It talks about the heading. It talks about using heading levels and different formatting to make it more readable. So make sure that you're using that. There's even more information in your textbook about memos. The other thing that you're going to definitely want to take a look of when you go to the modules in the Project 1 module, there's all sorts of information, including how to research your definition, and how to use MLA and APA format. It gives you information about infographic design and writing. It talks about recommending Canva, how you can do your infographic choices. It gives you a bunch of different ideas about how to make an infographic, best practices for infographics, and then examples of bad infographics. So if you're not sure what an infographic is, there's a lot of stuff here to kind of help you figure that out. It talks about basic design principles. This isn't a a design class, but you should know about proximity, white space, alignment, contrast, and repetition. Those are super, super basic design principles. There's some short videos here just to help you understand that. And then the justification memo. So the thing about the justification memo is this is not a design class. You are not being graded for your artistry or your artistic approach or even how well you've done in terms of artistry. What I'm looking for is, have you made conscious, purposeful choices based on your new knowledge and understanding of the information in this class? So that's why you're going to make the argument about effectiveness. If you think neon green and black is effective, tell me why. Explain why you made those choices. Explain the extenders, those 3 extenders that you used in the infographic, and why those extenders are the most appropriate and effective extenders for your audience. If you haven't yet viewed it, please go back and view this video about the infographic and the infographic help information. It talks about the justification. So if you have any questions, you can reach out by email. I only really check emails Monday through Friday. So if you're still struggling with it, I'll be around all day today. But the other thing that you can reach out to is the Writing Center. Please let me know if you need help with this, and we'll see you next week.